Welcome back to Manosphere Daily. Today, we're diving into a topic that's shaking up the dating world. Modern women are freaking out as 63% of men have willingly left the dating scene. That's right, more than half of men have decided that dealing with modern dating just isn't worth it, and the reaction has been priceless. Before we break it all down, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget, share this video with your friends so we can keep this conversation going.
Men bailing out of relationships. I'm always seeing from women in the comments section that men are not men anymore, that they don't want to provide anymore. We have this perpetuation of, I don't need a man anymore because I can work on my own and I don't want to be his maid and his cook. It's not giving the man the incentive to be the man and the provider and step up for you, because you're not being a traditional woman yourself. Why would he show up as a traditional man for you? The other thing I think is kind of unfair is that women want men to be the sole provider while she also goes to work, and she doesn't want to do the household duties either. She feels like the household duties are also beneath her. So what exactly are you wanting? You want to work full-time, make money full-time, and then have a man fully provide for you without you doing any kind of work in the home?
I have been so hesitant to post about this for two reasons. Number one, I don't like negativity and I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. Number two, I didn't want to believe it. But after doing so much research and getting a lot of messages, I'm going to just deliver the unvarnished truth to you guys. I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here, because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%, 50, since 2019. Not since 1970, since 2019, right before the pandemic. Down 50%. They're not fucking looking, which means if you're a woman looking, they don't fucking give a shit. So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment. I'm going to talk a lot more about this. So if you're interested in this topic, hit the follow button, because I've got a lot more of information, a lot more to share with you guys.
Modern women are acting shocked that 63% of men have walked away. But let's be honest, this was coming for a long time. You can only call men useless, broke, and beneath you for so long before they decide they have better things to do. They're not bitter, they're just done playing a game where the rules keep changing, and the prize is a lifetime of attitude. Now that men are checking out, the same women who said they didn't need them are suddenly panicking. First, they laughed at guys for being single.
Men or women, who has a harder life?
Woman.
Women have a harder life?
Yeah.
Woman, yeah.
Woman.
Why?
Because we have to deal with inequality for a long time and currently do so as well.
What do men have that women don't?
Basic human rights.
Which right do?
For instance,
Payments.
and you guys have free, I'm not gonna say what it is, but we don't have like the same access, for instance, to birth control. Like our
Men have access to birth control?
No, Viagra. For instance, your medical plan covers that, and my medical plan doesn't cover birth control.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills are your bills. So
And here we have another individual who has confused the rules of dating with the rules of marriage.
I don't care whose car it is. You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car. You cover the bills.
I'm C. Handler, and I chose not to have kids because they're gross. Ugh. And instead focus on my career. This is a day in the life of a childless woman. I get up at 6 a.m., remember that I have no kids, and go back to sleep because I was out clubbing until 4 a.m. trying to fill the void in my soul with alcohol and meaningless sex. Then I get up at 10. First thing I do is take my anti-anxiety medication, then my antidepressants, then my other prescription meds, and then a shot of Jack to take the edge off. Stop by the pharmacy to refill my anti-anxiety meds and pick up a morning after pill. And now I'm at my job. Hashtag girl boss. Having a career is so liberating and like way better than having some overbearing husband.
Handler! I need those reports on my desk in 5 minutes! And big time, remember the cover sheet! Cover sheet!
Yes, sir. Now I'm home and I can say hi to the most important people in my life. Hi, babies.
Now they're demanding to know where all the men have gone. Well, they're working, hitting the gym, stacking their money, and realizing that peace is a lot better than endless arguments. Instead of freaking out and shaming men for walking away, maybe it's time to ask why so many made the same choice. But self-reflection isn't nearly as fun as blaming men, so the meltdowns will probably keep coming. Modern women are out here acting like this 63% statistic just fell out of the sky.
It is very hard to communicate facts without your interpretation of them or how people feel. I'm saying men will walk away, and men will walk away for 2 reasons. Number 1 reason, the quality of wives is too low. The women are too overweight. Not all. The women are too overweight. The women are too slutty. And the women, there's just not enough quality wives. You know, Aaron Clary broke down the numbers that Michael Knowles, he was kind of disputing them in our debate. But Aaron Clary did a whole video you can look up on his channel. It's from the Book of Numbers, going through how they got the 5% of women are marriageable stat.
I would tell all these girls, I'm like, you have this dream list of what you want in a guy, but you're setting yourself up for failure because you're going to grow together. You don't marry the person of your dreams, you become the person of each other's dreams throughout time. And
I think that's really good.
And so
Write that on the
releasing those
famous quotes.
2 clips for this. Yeah. Releasing the expectations of like what I thought James should be and who I thought I should be, and just enjoying the moment and growing together. I wish I could go back in time and just go, it's fine. We're going to argue. We're going to fight. We're going to have disagreements, but we're also going to have a lot of fun.
No, this is what happens when men finally realize they don't have to put up with constant attitude, impossible standards, and being treated like an option. For years, these women told men they were trash, broke, not good enough, and that they needed to step up, and now they're confused when men just stepped out instead. First, it was, men are intimidated by strong women.
I was born in the 80s, and I'm over the age of 30, and I am single. I am so single in 2023. Do we just graduate from talking phase into situationship that graduates into maybe casually dating somebody? But yet casually dating somebody is not like dating somebody, like there's no title on it. What is that? Is everybody nowadays so afraid of commitment, of meeting somebody and be like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to work on this and see what we can build and create together in the future? Do people just run from everything and not want to work on problems anymore? Does nobody want to collectively build a future? Is single culture such a big thing now that everybody is so against committing to one person and one person only that they can't seem to keep their hands to themselves? Did I miss something? Was there a memo? Did you get a memo? Did somebody get a flyer or something?
I often question, why have I been single for almost 3 years? And then I'm quickly reminded when I left swipe a guy on Hinge just because I don't like his shorts.
The amount of options are just overwhelming, so you start getting picky.
Men need to understand that when women open up a dating app, it's just thousands of suitors. And so she starts picking on the dumbest stuff. I don't like his bracelet. I don't like that guy's shoes. His eye doesn't look right. He had one hair on his nose. It's like the weirdest things now because you have so much to choose from, you can literally stitch the perfect man together.
Then it was, where did all the men go? Pick a struggle. You can't spend a decade telling men they're useless and then be shocked and they choose video games, the gym, and a stress-free life over chasing women who treat them like walking ATMs. And now the panic is setting in. They're making podcasts, writing think pieces, and complaining on social media, asking, why aren't men approaching us anymore?
Most of the time I love being single. I am very comfortable being single, but tonight I hung out with friends and I had a great time, and then I was driving home and I started feeling this like wave of depression and anxiety, and I I wasn't really sure what it was related to or where it was stemming from. And then I got home and I felt like just so sad and lonely. And I walked into my empty apartment and I thought, God, I wish that I had someone who could just hold me right now. Like, I wish that I had someone who could just take care of me, because I have to take care of myself every single day and it's fucking exhausting. And I just want someone to take care of me every now and then.
There's a lot of people out there that are deeply unhappy. Like, what is the statistic? There was some crazy statistic we read recently about the amount of men who are not in relationships and are not having sex. I think it's like 50%. It's something.
Really? 50%?
Bonkers. Because people are just online. Like, if you have a job, you know that Call of Duty is waiting. And all you have to do is put those headphones on and sit in front of that computer. And now life is exciting.
Maybe because men are tired of approaching just to get rejected for not being 6 feet tall with a 6-figure salary and a six-pack. Instead of freaking out, maybe it's time for these women to look in the mirror and ask, what am I actually bringing to the table? But let's be real, that would require self-awareness, and blaming men is a lot easier. So the meltdowns continue, while men are out here living their best lives in peace. And that's a wrap on why 63% of men have willingly walked away from the dating scene. If you found this discussion interesting, hit that like button, subscribe to Manosphere Daily, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the real talk. Also, let's get this conversation out there, share this video with your friends and on social media. The more people who see what's really happening, the better. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.